Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you can see this. We're going to do bubble birds, a little technique. Just suddenly thought that I'd share this with you because it's an idea in my head. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It's quite late in the day, but hopefully you'll be able to see. So we're using the bubble birds again from Jane Gill, and we're going to use Paula, and we're also going to use Lina as well. And you'll find those over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk. So just a little bit of stamping. I won't be able to finish the card because I haven't done any mats and layers or anything, but just to give you an idea of something different, which I think might be quite fun. So we're going to take Paula first of all, or Paula. I'm going to say Paula because I think it's a Paula. And we're going to do some kind of pattern building. I thought it might be quite fun to have her head just in the corner here like that. And pick her up onto my stamping platform. As I said, 5-inch square. Let's find some ink. Here we go. Just going to go with Nocturne Versifying Clay. So we're going to stamp her head in the 4 corners. There she is. I'm just going to do a little bit just on there, because that's not quite dark enough just there. Just lightly, that's better. And then we're going to move around. So it's quite boring, but it'd be nice to see it build up, I think. But you can fast forward as always. That's the thing with the video. You don't need to move the stamp because we're moving the paper instead. She looks good. I'm going to go again just because I did on the other one, just so that they're the same depth of black. And then move again. Try not to get ink everywhere. These papers are really good for inside the stamping platform. This is the Press to Impress from Crafts 2. And you will find that over on my website, and I do have these papers as well. They come in a pack of 50, and you can just, as you can see from mine are used and used and used until I feel that they're just too disgraceful to have in front of the camera. But they keep your mat nice and clean, because the mat is actually white. Just a little bit more, just because I have on the others, and it might be noticeable. So while the stamp's there. Okay, last one. It might look horrendous, but I think it's going to be quite funny. I did have another idea as well, which I'll do separately. Because the more you play with the stamps, the more ideas will come. Oop, not the camera, as always. As always. Let's just clean some of that off. And just to be consistent. So that's Paula stamped in the 4 corners. So there's not much of the bubbles showing, but we will add some. So she can now come off. Mind her legs. She can go off. Then we're going to go to Lina. who is facing the same way. No, different, yeah, different way. So she's going to go in the middle here. Like this. And I reckon we can get her, because she's a dirty stamp, because I've used her. I reckon we can get her. I'm thinking about the bubbles here now. I mean, you could take her up higher. Let's do that. Let's take her up a bit higher, and then we've got 4 bubbles that we can actually play with there. So obviously, you know, you can get different looks depending on where you put her. I'm thinking that Lina's a her. I don't know, maybe Lina's a boy. Who knows? Jane knows. Jane Gill. I don't know. So again, if you wanted to, you could change the colour and stamp in a different colour. I'm going to stick with the black. I think she's pretty good. I'm just going to leave her just with stamp the once. Look how messy I am. Really a messy stamper. The only trouble with stamping her so far up is that there might not be room for a sentiment, because I've not left myself very much space for a sentiment. I can live with that. You can always stamp one separately, or even use a die with a sentiment. I just think these birds are such fun. They make you smile. It's got to be good, isn't it? And crafting should be fun. And if these birdies make you smile, then it's a win-win situation. Sorry about the camera moving, it's because I'm stamping. Right, we're at the last one now. It's so funny. Obviously it's just black and white at the moment, so a bit of colour to be added. Oh, my magnet's in the wrong place. I've got ink on it now. Touched it with the stamp. Let's take her out. I need to clean my magnets where I've made a mess. So this is where we're at. Isn't it fun? I think that's hilarious. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to find some pattern papers, and I'm going to stamp the heads 4 times each on a pattern paper, and then we're going to put some bubbles on, and I'll come back and just show you how to shape the bubbles right at the very end on one of them, and we'll assemble the card. So It's making me smile. So yeah, I'll be back in a well, probably tomorrow, but it'll be in a moment as far as you're concerned, and we'll see how we're progressing. Okie dokie, so I've gone ahead and started to stick things together. What I've done is I've used papers from the 70s 6x6 paper pad from Paula, which I've used on another video that I've used with the bubble birds, and now I found it again. I'm using it, so I think it's been discontinued, but any 6x6 papers are great because you've got smaller prints, and so they're ideal to use. So I've used one print for Lina and one print for Paula, and just cut out the body parts of it, and I've started to stick pearls and bubbles on, but I've left one of each to do in front of you. So stuck that down. So all you need to do is turn it over and very carefully follow the lines of the card on the back. Once it's best to wait till it's proper stuck rather than just stuck. And if you just take your time, follow the lines, and you shouldn't cut into the card and get a wobbly card. So I've been very frugal. I haven't wasted much paper at all. So let's show you the eye, just in case you haven't seen my other videos. So for the eye is really simple to do. Just a scrap piece of card. So obviously you need 4 of the Paula ones and 4 of the Lina ones. So just a scrap piece of card, pop it over the eye, use your finger to push in, and then just lift away, and then you've got the eye, which you can then cut out. Really easy to do. That's that. Then so with the eyes, I've just added a bit of pale pink around the outside bit, and obviously cut them out. These bubbles are from the, not the big bubble craft die, actually they're from the just the normal bubble craft die from Woodware. And then what I had left over from previous demos, so these are just inked with some of the Inkology inks from Andy Skinner, and this is obviously the same paper as this one, again cut out with the big bubbles. So we're going to stick those down. So we've got the eye, and then we've got, let's see, that one, that one, that one, and then we've got that one on there, and the eye on that one. And I've coloured in the beaks using my favourite pale mustard pen from the watercolour blending brush pens. So you can move it around until you've got it in the right sort of place. Oh, that's come off there. I'll stick that down in a minute. I tend to put glue all over, and then if I'm not quick enough, because I'm faffing around, the glue dries. So I've decided not to shape these for a change, because you don't always have to shape them. Just a bit of a contrast pattern going in there, and then the little diddy one. In fact, let's move that slightly so we've got a little bit of the, because it just fits inside the stamp circle quite nicely, and that one's going to go on there. And there isn't a bubble small enough for the small piece, so that's where our pearls come in. It's just a bit of fun, this, isn't it? I mean, you could change it so the eye's facing going up. You can do whatever you want, really. We'll try and have them all in the same sort of direction ish, and we'll put an orangey one just in there like so. So you can see where we're at. I'm not going to put a sentiment in the centre. I'm going to just stick one on the inside when I know what this is for. So I'm just going to put some glue in the centre of the, whatever they're called. And then in the remaining bubbles. And so, oh, I need to put the, oh, I did put some glue on that. So we're using the pick up cut tool, and I'll just put that one back in. I think I was faffing trying to decide what to do. So the yellow ones are Sunshine Shimmer from Sentimentally Yours. And we need some 5s on the bigger ones. They've got beautiful shimmer to them. I did want to use the orangey ones, but they don't go down small enough in size, unfortunately, the ombres. They only have 5 and 8s. And I wanted some dinky little ones. I've got too many pearls in here, so I can't get to the ones I want. There's a dinky one. So we have a dinky one in there. And there's another dinky one in there, like so, and then we'll have 5s on here. And then, just keep in line with the, let's put those away before I knock them over. Keep in line with the yellow scheme, the orange scheme. On the actual birdies, I've got these are the ombre pearls I was talking about. This is Sherbet Sunrise, and I said you can't. It's too small to get the ombre going on 3mm, so they're only 5mm and 8mm, which is a bit of a shame. But I do quite like the yellow one there. So that's all our birdies. All pearled up. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Just a bit of fun. And then for my card, I've got a 6x6 card, and I've cut the looped squares from Sue Wilson out of, this is Mandarin Burst card from Sentimentally Yours. I'm hoping my pearls don't come off while I'm putting my glue on. Probably ideally, in an ideal world, I would have actually stuck this down before I put my pearls on, but because I've left, I wanted to leave 2 birdies to show you. I've obviously got pearls on there, so it's a little bit more difficult to stick it down, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Obviously it doesn't matter who goes where, because it's a kind of symmetrical design. I need to just look at it so I can get it straight though, ish, because the matte layer has been cut with a guillotine or a chopper, so it's not cut with a die, so it's never perfectly straight. But there we go, that'll do. Isn't that fun? Hope you like it. So I would use probably the I'd probably use the Happy Birthday to You just in the inside of the card, and I think that's going to put a smile on somebody's face, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed that. You will find the bubble birds over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and there are other videos on my YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe. I do have some more ideas about what I might do with them, so watch this space, and thank you for watching.